Well, it's another game coming up, the West Ham game. Their first home game of the season is fast approaching, and Oliver Glasner has given his thoughts on the game itself and also on everything going on behind the scenes. So I'm going to give you a quick update. My name is Stephen Dawes, this is Palace to the Core. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest Crystal Palace news, views and reviews. And first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about the interview itself, the press conference. He confirmed that Joachim Andersen won't be there, obviously, because we all know now that he has now officially left the club. Also, Jordan Ayew won't be available because he's in negotiations with Leicester. We know that Franco won't be available because of his broken rib. And he also said that Will Hughes may not be available. He said that he was unwell yesterday and he trained a little bit today but then had to stop. So they're going to wait and see what happens today and tomorrow morning to decide whether he's fit to play or not. So those are the ones that he knows are not going to be available or potentially not available. So that's what we know. He said that Mark Gahey is playing, of course, and Mark Gahey is going to be captain. And I'm going to put a little picture up here on what Fabrizio Romano said, that Gahey is very happy. He said he's very proud to be captain of the football club, and he's hoping that we can go forward this season and recreate what happened at the end of last season. So it's all positive stuff from Mark Gahey. I have to say, I expected him to go more than Joachim Andersen. But, I think Oliver Glasner must obviously have been happy for him to go. I think Oliver Glasner would probably have said if there was an issue with Joachim Andersen going. I think perhaps he was looking at perhaps bringing in someone with maybe a little bit more pace than Andersen. I mean, Andersen's a great defender, don't get me wrong, great passer with the ball. Maybe a little bit on the slow side though, so maybe he wants a bit more pace at the back, I don't know. But certainly the players that we're looking at bringing in, such as LaCroix, will be a good replacement. So I can't see it being too much of a problem if we can get one of those players in, of course, which is the up in the air thing at the moment. Apart from that, he said we beat West Ham in the Stateside Cup, and he said that they had players missing, we had players missing, so it's not necessarily a true reflection of what's going to happen tomorrow, but he says we can beat them. And so he said that they're going to go out there, the players are going to go out there and do everything they can to win the game. Obviously, he said that the home support will be as important as ever to him. So, he thinks that, as he always says, he's thinking about the game, he's expecting a win, as he does with every game, and they're going to give their very best, which is all you can ask for, really. He did say that when it comes to things like the transfer rumours and stuff like that, he doesn't know regarding players that are leaving. He said he is happy with the squad and he keeps the squad that he's got, the squad trained, unless he's told otherwise. So obviously with Ayew and Andersen, he's been told they're not going to train, but he says everyone else trains until I'm told otherwise. So he's not going any forward with speculation on Gahey and things like that. So at the moment, that is the squad. Minus those four, of course, but that is going to be the squad for tomorrow. Now, lots of questions again, always the same type of questions. What do you think about West Ham? What do you think of the manager of West Ham? What's the problem? What do you think about all the speculation with players and stuff like that? And he said, everyone's human. They're going to hear this noise about transfers. He tries his best to just focus on the football and to get the players to focus on the football. So there's not much else you can say to it really, apart from that. So that's the situation regarding the players and regarding the pre-season football match. Now, there was one bit of interesting speculation, and that was that apparently Crystal Palace have a firm interest in Raheem Sterling. I imagine a lot of clubs would have a firm interest in Raheem Sterling. Whether they would bring in Raheem Sterling is another matter. He was actually asked about this in the press conference, and he said I could probably name 20 players from Chelsea who I would be interested in. He said, he's a very good player, doesn't mean he's coming to Crystal Palace, and to be honest, I don't think he would come to Crystal Palace. Firstly, I think there are better players, younger players that we could probably bring in that would do a good job for us. Secondly, he's on something like £300,000+ a week, so I don't think we're going to be able to afford to cover that anyway, even if we did buy him. or loan him. So I don't think that he's going to come to Crystal Palace. I think that's just a nonsense. Yeah, Crystal Palace might be interested in him, but I'm sure Palace are interested in loads of players. So I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section. As also, let me know your thoughts on the pre-match interview. So that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you today. If you're going to the game tomorrow, fingers crossed. I might see you there. If I do see you there, don't be afraid to come up and shake my hand and say hello. It'd be good to see you. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, I will see you then.